What is purity? 100% milk chocolate.
It's like when you got one of those Brita things, you pour water in, it's like pure water.
I guess purity is the absence of sin.
Purity is the lack of evil.
Purity refers to, I think, the essence of a thing.
When you take all the bad stuff out.
Purity is cleanliness.
Free of any impurities.
Oh, a lot of things. Too many to get into.
Purity is innocence.
Purity is the truth of the soul. It's truth of soul.
Lack of experience, or maybe an abundance of experience. Purity. Might just be willingness spiritually. I don't know. There's so much about the spiritual I don't really actually know.
Okay, so what is purity? And how do you use it? And why do we need it? Now, there's many aspects of purity, and we can talk for hours about purity, but just to give you the wavelength, you see. So is purity, intellectual purity, using your head, quality-wise, or quantity-wise? Now, quantity-wise is simple. Everybody knows. Concentrate. Only one thought at a time. Concentrate. You're concentrating, you do a better job in learning, you do a better job in reading a contract, you do a better job in talking to someone, you do a better job of making him feel that you're listening to him. When you concentrate, yeah? We know that.
One can develop his concentration by not watching so much TV.
Develop one's concentration through years of meditation where your shadow gets cast into the rock next to you.
One can develop his concentration by realizing that what they're doing right now is the most important thing in the world. There's nothing else. Focus.
Finding some way to connect to the matter at hand that he's got to concentrate on, and therefore making it more of a part of him.
I think you can develop one's concentration by watching Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3 in a row.
It's really something I'm working on. I have very, very hard time concentrating.
You know, the brain's a muscle just like anything else, and it requires practice, and it requires, you know, attention, and it requires like the right nutrients in order for it to function on a higher level of concentration.
And making an effort to make it work so it will work.
I'm sorry. What was that?
People don't realize how they are not concentrating. They're entirely not in control of their mind. So you can be listening to a lecture, and all of a sudden you think of Miami. You say, "Isn't that interesting? How did I get to Miami?" And then you're in the Himalayas. Wow, that was nice. All of a sudden, the Himalayas. And what are they talking about now? Yeah, and you know, if your hand, you understand, would all of a sudden start flapping up and down, you'd say, "Isn't that interesting? What happened to my hand?" And it'll go around, and where's my hand? You'd go straight to a doctor. But my mind, so it happens to be in Chicago. Big deal.
My mind wanders all the time.
My mind's wandering now, as we speak.
I let my mind wander on a continual basis. I only concentrate when I have to, when I absolutely have to.
The question you should be asking me is, my mind ever not been wandering?
I think about what I'm doing tomorrow. I think about people I knew 10 years ago. I think about what I'm going to eat for dinner.
A dream where I could be, what I could be doing, what I should be doing, what I haven't done, and how much I've still got to do.
Relativistic time dilation mostly as a means of travel into the future, but sometimes other things.
Well, I think whatever I do, I'm always wondering about the next step in life. What's my next agenda?
That's the art of living. Your mind is like a labyrinth. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. But then you got to do that meditation thing, like I said earlier, and cast your shadow.
What's quality-wise? That's meditation. As you go off and you zoom, you're standing on the Himalayas and you're thinking about life and about the meaning of existence, and you're into that full force, meditation. In Jewish meditation, you know, there's transcendental meditation. You use zoom, boom, you know, you use a mantra. In Jewish meditation, You feel God's presence, and you immerse in it. Powerful. Awesome, powerful, delicious. God loves you. You feel His love. That's the Jewish concept of meditation. That's quality for one thought. Then there's emotional purity. Emotional purity. How you feel? So there's emotional purity, quantity-wise. One emotion at a time. That is the power of a doctor. That is, he's not dealing with a heart. He's dealing with a sack, and he's sewing it. Nice and patient. You know, we'll be overwhelmed, but you got to be ruthless. Put aside all the parents waiting, the poor guy when he recovers. Right now, just that sack, pull it, hold it, put it together. He's got to be ruthless, otherwise he can't function. Yeah? Then there's emotional purity, quality-wise. Quality-wise, that's, you know, the cheerleader. Kill him, get him, we're going to win. And come out, they have no doubts, they're going to win this game. Or the power of a maniac. He does it all himself. He really means to kill you. You better get out of his way. So we human beings have an awful lot of different powers, and purity is to learn how to use them. In Judaism, and I don't want to tell you what it is in Judaism, but in Judaism we say that there's many tracks that we can use in our minds, many tracks of emotions, many tracks. Let's just talk about what we know. Everybody knows that you can be thinking about 5 different things at one time. What does that mean? Driving a car, yeah? You're looking for the exit, you're watching the speedometer, you're looking back if there's any cops coming, you're looking on the side to see if this driver is coming too close, and you're listening to the radio. You're doing a lot at one time. If the car gets too close, you forget the cops, you forget speed, you forget, and you just go, woo! It's got your full attention. But like this, you can be thinking about 5, 6, 7 different things. In Judaism, we say master them. Master them. But first, master one at a time. Know where your mind is at all times. Because that's the beginning. It's like, you want to juggle, first hold on to 1. Then you can do 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Awesome what a human being can accomplish. So going back, purity is taking things apart, like intellectually, quantity-wise, concentration. Intellectually, quality-wise, meditation, really get into it. Emotional, quantity-wise, being ruthless when it's necessary. Quantity-wise is pump up that emotion and drive it and get it through to the other side. Yeah? These are powers that we have, and it's just the beginning of what a human being is about. Purity is the gateway to power.